Now, Airtel might have just changed the entire internet landscape in Uganda. Let's see how. What's up, Linus is the name, and welcome to the channel. And of course, today we're just talking about Airtel. Now, there is something Airtel has just done that might just be the thing that changes the way we consume internet in Uganda. First of all, allow me to mention that this video is not sponsored in any way by Airtel, but of course, being the guy who comes here to tell you about what's happening in the tech industry in this particular country, Uganda, and a lot more, I felt I needed to come and talk about this one. Now, Airtel has launched something new among the new services that they have dropped, and this one was 5G. Of course, that is not new. They launched 5G long time ago, but in this particular case, they have launched a 5G modem. And on this 5G modem, it allows you to get internet in your home. Now, let's first start with what problem they're addressing with this new modem. If I could tell you and show you a lot more, and we'll get into the packages. Now, for everybody that has been trying to get unlimited internet in Uganda, our problem has always been there's no way to get it effortlessly via a wireless connection. And then sometime there around COVID time, companies started really emphasizing the home internet thing, especially those that were pushing for unlimited home internet. We had so many companies jump onto the bandwagon until now that, you know, having a fiber connection to your home is like a norm. It's now something easy to do, but it still has one problem, and that problem is you have got to wait for them to actually come and install, put up some poles, run some cables, and all this one takes time to, it costs some money. Some companies still have installation fees. And then 3, it is not a very favorable means of internet connection for a person like maybe if you don't own the home, maybe you're like a tenant, or you're the kind of person who wants to move from place to place, in that if your connection is at home, let's say in Buwate, and you go visit a friend of yours in Nalia, you cannot go with your connection. So stuff like that. So Airtel, I think, did capitalize on this, and they now have a new product they have launched. It is some modem. It's a 5G modem, as you can see it right here. Now, that modem, as you can see, they say they give you 5G unlimited bundles. And the best bit of it is they're giving you the speeds we've been getting all over the fiber connection, you know, on this particular modem here. As you can see, we have 10 Mbps for 130,000, 20 Mbps 170,000, 40 Mbps 250K, and 60 Mbps at 350,000. All this is Uganda shillings, by the way. Now, this feels like something that is a good initiative, in that if I'm a tenant in a place, I don't want to have poles running to the landlord's place, and then, you know, it is fixed. In case I'm shifting, I can't shift with my fiber connection. But in this particular case, if I have just this modem with me, for as long as I'm in a 5G area, I shift with it. It's a very, very good initiative by Airtel, and I must say they might have just changed the way we do get unlimited internet to homes. Now, where things get a bit tricky is I don't know how far they're going to push this, because if it is a 5G thing, people have very many 5G devices, the latest iPhones, people are running, you know, latest Android phones, which can actually support 5G. I am really hoping, I'm really fingers crossed that, you know, this package can move over, you know, not just be on a modem, but can actually move over to the mobile devices as well, for as long as it's in a 5G capable device. If that would happen, that would actually change the landscape of the way we consume, you know, unlimited internet in Uganda. Because imagine, our biggest issue, like I said earlier, was mobility of this fiber connection. And, you know, you have unlimited internet at home, but most of the time you're within Kampala, you've gone up country and stuff like that, and you cannot use your internet. So if this were possible for them to switch it over and I can use it on my mobile phone as well, that would be really, really awesome. But as of now, I know I have that modem and I can definitely use that to connect to the network. Now, just looking over here at the bottom of this post here that I did get to see online, if you get to see, first of all, they're bragging, of course, no installation fees. That's something really great, and I believe even the customers are really going to like that. And then the bundles are only available to customers using the Airtel 5G routers. Okay, I just shot myself in the foot there. So If it's only available to those using routers, I don't know, Airtel, if you're watching this, find a way of, pushing this over to mobile devices as well. Let it be for as long as you have a 5G capable phone, you can actually get these bundles, because there's almost no difference really in terms of the gadgets here. There's the router, there's your phone, it has a router in it. I don't understand why it's being limited, but of course, like we've seen most of our internet companies in Uganda, they come up with a very brilliant idea, very great idea that customers actually would like, and then somehow they find a way of watering it down in this particular case. But this is a leap in a good direction, because now you don't have to wait for a poll. You just buy the modem, connect, and you're good to go. Now, in terms of speeds, you see, the other thing we've been facing is companies go advertise things and promise you heaven on earth, and then you find they tell you you're getting 10 Mbps, but in actual sense you end up having 4. Others will tell you, we're going to give you this amount of bundle, and in 30 minutes it is done. That's the problem with our companies in Uganda. Now, I'm really hoping that with this new device, one, if they say you're getting 10 Mbps, actually it is 10 Mbps, because you're trying to compete with the people on fiber. So I'm yet to get myself land my hands on this particular device and give it a test and see just what kind of speeds do you get, and also how reliable is it in terms of the user experience. Then also, I think the other thing that's going to be quite the problem for it is, of course, being a 5G device. That means you've got to be in an area with 5G coverage. Okay, I don't think there's 5G everywhere, but I must commend Airtel for actually trying to expand their 5G coverage to as many places as possible. But still, I believe that is going to be the little bit of constraint. Although when you compare it with the fiber guys, you have a little bit more wiggle room in that, 5G over the air being, wireless connection, your chances of getting a place with it are higher than a place, with fiber connection, for them to bring it up to your place. Like I said earlier, this video is not sponsored by Airtel. It's just me sharing my views and giving them the props that they do deserve. In this particular case, they are changing, what I would say, they're changing the internet landscape for the better. That is if there are no funny terms and conditions in the background. That is if they're not going to put some crazy fair usage policy somewhere in the fine print. And that is also if they could only, actually, what I'm hoping is somebody from Airtel is watching this. What I'm hoping is you could open this up to more than just the 5G modem. It should be that whoever has a 5G enabled device, now that would be revolutionary, especially in terms of people getting to consume data. Imagine being able to walk around with the 10 Mbps connection, unlimited on your phone. That would change the way things are done completely. That would actually work in favor of a lot of people, those that are doing advertising, people who are doing YouTube like me, people who are doing, it just play a very, very big role if that were only possible. However, let's first test out what we have, and we'll see. I know somewhere, somehow, people's user experience on this will be coming out, and hopefully I can learn myself on this gadget myself and give it a test, and definitely come back and tell you about it and tell you how it runs, how it feels. Does it get disrupted by the rain? Does it overheat, and does it throttle down? All these things are questions that we have, but of course I don't have the answers to them as of now because I haven't landed my hands on the gadget yet. So if you're watching this and you're from Airtel, do reach out, techselectug@gmail.com, drop me that email, and yeah, I'll definitely be running over, because you see, these are things that people need to know. People need to know the bare minimum fact, especially in terms of what is hidden in the fine print. I remember some time back, I did get an internet connection. Everything was great until the terms and conditions came around and beat me in the behind. But other than that, it is a great initiative. Airtel, thank you so much. And I believe we are making strides in the right direction in terms of changing the internet landscape in here, Uganda. Just don't put crazy terms and conditions on it, and I believe we're on that highway. We are on the correct highway. Other companies do copy and paste, and don't just copy, paste, and make it worse. Copy, paste, and make it better. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so to realize each time a new video does drop on this here channel. But for now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Linus. See you in the next one. Bye bye.